Hello. Thank you for your interest in the CX2 digital estimate and budget template. My name is Drew, and I'll be running through a quick tutorial on how to use this workbook. So when you open it, it'll look like this. This workbook is preloaded with three different templates. That amount can be increased or decreased depending on your needs. So as a default, there's one tab for each template. To change that, you can add a box and name it whatever you want. Or to remove it, simply uncheck the box and delete the name. Once you have the templates and the names the way that you want them, click Create Tabs, and it'll create the tabs with the appropriate names at the bottom. Click on one of the tabs to start entering your information. So for this example, we just have scope item 1. Let's say you have one that costs $200. You'll put that in there. Other items, such as these that have green boxes, will have a drop down and you can choose an item and it'll pre-populate the price. With the full version, you will be able to edit that list and have a list of everything that you want in there and the prices, and that'll automatically be entered for you. So let's say for that, we just have one with 10 hours and go with that. We can do something similar over here, just clicking some things that we have here. Let's put item 8 in there. Let's put some time in for that. Come over to the other one. See, you can notice that this one is set up a little differently. So this is an item that has some material. So for example, you would just put what you have in there, how many you have. So let's say we have 5 of those. And this one is a little different because you can put quotes from vendors in and be able to compare those. So let's say we had a unit cost of 10 from this vendor and 11 from this vendor. So all of those totals will add up over here and you can decide which vendor you want to use. And these are editable, so you can put the name in as you go. So let's say you want to use vendor 1. You simply click the drop down, change that to a yes, and it automatically brings over those unit prices. So let's say you didn't want to use them and wanted to use vendor 2 instead. Just switch that to the yes and it'll carry over. So let's say this line item has some material from different vendors. So if vendor 1 and vendor 2 both had material that you needed to use for that, you can simply make that a yes, and it'll bring over all of the prices. So once you get all that in, you can change your markup down here. So you'll notice this column with the M. If you put an M in here, that's for material, and that lets it know that it is a material markup and to include sales tax and not to do the labor and equipment markup. So once you have everything you want in there for the end of the estimate, then you can click cost summary. That'll bring over all of the information. It'll show you your total cost for each line and the total markup dollar amount that you have, your total price, and then your total markup percentage. So you notice the markup percentage is a little lower here because we had the material in there and have the lower markup rate. So that is how to put an estimate together with this workbook and how to get the final information and plug it into your proposal. The next step will be how to prepare a budget with this information.